A woman at my husband's funeral handed me a key and said, "He told me to give this to you if anything happened to him. Apartment 4B. We don't own an apartment." I was standing by the casket accepting condolences from people I barely recognized when she appeared. Mid-40s, dark hair, dressed in black like everyone else. But something about how she looked at me felt different, like she knew me, like she pitied me. She pressed a brass key into my palm without introducing herself. Before I could ask who she was, she vanished into the crowd. I stared at the key. A tag attached read 4B in handwriting I didn't recognize. My husband Roderick died 3 days earlier. Heart attack at his office. His secretary found him slumped over his desk at 7, long after everyone left. Doctors said it was sudden. He probably didn't suffer. I'd been in shock ever since. Roderick and I were married 12 years. We lived in a house we'd owned for a decade. One car, one mortgage, one life together. We did not own an apartment. After the burial, I showed the key to my sister-in-law. Did Roderick ever mention an apartment? She looked at me strangely. He worked from home half the time. Why would he need an apartment? I had no answer. That night I couldn't sleep. I kept turning the key over, staring at the tag. The handwriting wasn't Roderick's. Someone else wrote this. Someone who knew something I didn't. The next morning I started searching. Went through every document in Roderick's office. Bank statements, tax returns, receipts, nothing about an apartment. I checked his email, both the one I knew and a second I found buried in his browser history. The second email made my hands shake. Messages dating back 4 years, all to the same woman named Vanessa. I didn't recognize the name. The messages weren't romantic exactly, but weren't professional either. They discussed the arrangement and keeping things separate and when the time is right. The most recent was 2 weeks before Roderick died. "The key is ready," Vanessa wrote. "I'll give it to her at the service if anything happens, just like you asked." He planned for this, whatever this was. I found the apartment building that afternoon. Modest brick complex across town with buzzers at the door. I pressed 4B, no answer. The building manager let me in after I showed him the key and explained I was Roderick's widow. His face changed when I said the name. "Oh," he said quietly. "I'm sorry for your loss. He was a good tenant." Tenant. My husband had been a tenant here. How long? The manager didn't know. Said Roderick paid cash every month, always on time, never caused problems. I climbed to the 4th floor, heart pounding so loud I heard it in my ears. I didn't know what I'd find. Evidence of an affair? A second family? Something worse? I unlocked the door and stepped inside. The apartment was small. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, a kitchenette. But it wasn't set up for living. It was set up like a sanctuary. The walls were covered with photographs. All of them were of me. Pictures from our wedding. Pictures from vacations I'd forgotten. Pictures of me laughing, sleeping, reading, handwritten notes pinned between photos. The day she said yes. Her smile at the beach. She looked so peaceful this morning. This wasn't about another woman. This was about me. I walked into the bedroom. More photos. A journal on the nightstand. I opened it with trembling hands. The entries went back 4 years. The same time Roderick was diagnosed with a heart condition he never told me about. He'd known for 4 years that he could die any moment. Instead of telling me, he built this place. A shrine to our marriage. A collection of every moment he loved. The final entry was dated 1 week before he died. If she ever finds this, I hope she understands. I couldn't tell her I was sick. I couldn't watch her grieve before I was gone. So I came here instead. I looked at our life. I remembered why every second mattered. And I loved her from a distance. The way I'll love her when I'm gone. I hope she knows she was everything. Every photo here is proof. I sat on the floor of that apartment and cried for hours. The woman who gave me the key was his nurse. She'd been monitoring his condition in secret for years. Roderick paid her to deliver the key at his funeral, so I would find this place only after he was gone. He didn't want me to worry while he was alive. He wanted me to remember after he was gone. I visit apartment 4B every year on our anniversary now. I add new photos to the walls. I write in the journal he started. It's not a secret anymore. It's a memory. It's proof that someone loved me completely, even when I didn't know he was dying right beside me.